this is the car that you win in this week's Forzathon. And this Forzathon is called Chase Down Victory. In the pursuit of victory, you need to do a street race in a Crown Victoria. Now this is the problem, the Crown Victoria was a DLC car. I'll show you now. There we go, Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. You can see it's got the little DLC symbol next to it. So you need to have the DLC to get the car in this Forzathon, unfortunately. So if we actually go to Marketplace, I'll try and show you which DLC pack it is. It was one of the first ones they released. It goes backwards, doesn't it? So you need to have Forza Horizon 3, the Smoking Tyre car pack. Now, sometimes you can borrow cars off people if somebody that owns the car sets up the event and tells them to use that car only. But I'm not sure it works with street races, to be honest. It might do. And I can't really set up one because you can't really set them up and share them. So let's go to street races. Let's find a street race. I always like this one. So we're doing 1080 in progress. It's going to get us the Porsche 911 GT3 RSR Flying Lizard number 45. You're also going to do blind spot in the same races because you're going to get 5 pass skills. Go to a street race. Right, we need to win this race. I don't recommend using the thing that puts you in first place. It's called pulling rank. Don't use that because you want to get your overtakes for blind spot or whatever it was called. Where you get 5 passing skills. Obviously, I didn't really get passes when you're scraping down the side of them, I don't think. Maybe you do. You just don't want to crash into them and then it like disappears. Oh, it feels so weird playing third person now. So we'll go first person for a bit. Should have gone down there. But now you need to win this. So I'll just turn the difficulty down if you're struggling. Like I said, don't use the pulling rank because you want to get the passes. I mean, I've probably done like 5 passes already. I'm probably not going to win this now. So, this car is DLC only, but I think if your friend starts up a street race, somebody that owns this car, obviously they have to own this car, and you're in co-op together, make sure you're not in the same car class as what they set it up as, and it might let you actually borrow it, like it did on the VIP task, where you had to have a VIP car. That should work. I'm not going to guarantee it will, but it might work. I can't see why it wouldn't. And I can't set up an event for this because you can't set up street races. There's no like way of making a blueprint for it, unfortunately, or I would. Now, there's a long straight at the end of this race, and I'm hoping they don't have a higher top speed than I do. Well, it's not as long as I remember it. The right hand corner here. So if you don't have street races, you have to do head-to-head races to unlock them. I think you get them after 5, so it won't take long. But there you go, you've won a street race. Now, as I said, if you don't have this car, you don't have this DLC, try getting somebody that owns it to set up this race, to set up a street race. Make sure they enter the street race in the Crown Victoria, and then make sure you're not in, say, like a C-Class car, so that it says you have to change your car to enter this event. And then it might let you choose the Crown Victoria. Sometimes it lets you rent cars or whatever, so that should work. So all we've got now, complete 3 races in retro muscle. Well, Crown Victoria is a retro muscle, and complete a championship. So I'm going to set up a championship with 3 races in it, and you'll do old school and armchair enthusiast at the same time. If you don't have a Crown Victoria, just use a different retro muscle car. So how can you tell what retro muscle cars are? I've got to my cars, I don't know if I've got any actually. If you hit Y to filter, go down to car type, and you want to go down to retro muscle, hit A, and then back out of it, and you can see your retro muscle cars that you own. Now if you don't own any, go to the auto show, do exactly the same thing, and it will show you which ones you can buy that are retro muscles. So what we need to do now is we need to set up championship. So I'm going to turn routes on, I'm going to find a couple of races that I want. We'll take this one. I don't seem to have started a championship there yet. Right, so find a place where you can set up an event. It's called a route, I believe. Enter your event, or you can go to this one if you're on my friends list, and you can use my championship if you want. I'll make it retro muscle cars only. Let's edit the name. Right, Chase Down Victory. I should probably add Forzathon to the end of that. So if you go to the same race that I'm in, you can just use this one that I've set up. It's called Highway Circuit, and I'm going to take a couple of events off. Let's take that one off. Move. Let's make them all 1 lap. I mean, that's just a... I'm just going to make that hilly, so it's daytime. See what's going on. Right. Let's create this. Retro muscle.
Vipers, falcons, cobras and other dangerous animals at the Retro Muscle Championship.
I'm going to choose the Victoria Interceptor. Right, I didn't realise it was rainy. Oh, it's just because it's turned daytime, it's got a rain effect. Don't need to win this. Don't worry if you don't. You just need to complete the championship. I think you need to complete 3 races, I don't think you need to win them, but I could be wrong about that. I read it and I forget what I've read. Gonna take a cheeky little shortcut. Because why not? I'm in a cop car. Right, so you don't need to win the championship, you can use mine if you want, you don't have to. Just set up your own. Now, if you've got one that's like already half done, that's really good. As long as it's retro muscle cars. I mean, you can have it anything goes as well. And then just choose a retro muscle car to racing. That also works equally as well. Yeah, don't worry about winning. And then that's it, I think that's the Forzathon over and done with. Hardest thing is trying to get somebody hopefully to set up that thing and see if it works, the street race. But yeah, nice and simple Forzathon. I got loads of passing, and I mean you've got 2 more races to do after this, so make sure you go finish off your championship and you'll unlock everything. So that was everything. That was old school and armchair enthusiast. And yeah, just see if you get somebody to set up the street race for you if you don't own the Crown Victoria. Hopefully it'll work. And it's going on. These Forzathons are longer now, which is nice because I forget to do them a lot. And you get to like Tuesday, so maybe this one's going on till Tuesday. Alright, that's it. See you in a bit.